Hi, Emily. I'm just glad to welcome you back. I just want to remind you, like I've told you before, but just in case you forgot, this video will probably be shown in class to my teacher, and so if you feel uncomfortable at any time or don't want me to show anything, just let me know. Okay, so last time we talked a little bit about summer camp, kind of just like looking forward to the summer, and you're really excited about that. But the bummer is that we still have school left. We have another about 3 weeks, and so I kind of remember you touching on that. Just like the last 3 weeks of the semester are like a little bit more challenging for you. So can you just let me know a little bit more about that?
Yes, I definitely, today was a struggle. I don't think it's so much that I have more stuff to do. Like, sometimes I feel like at the end of first semester, you have, like, a test every day or, like, papers due every day. And it's not so much that, it's just, like, a lack of desire to do what I have to do.
Yeah.
Like, today, instead of doing my homework, I sat on the couch and watched 2 movies with my friend because we just, like, didn't want to do anything. And everyone just is, like, tired of being at school and wants to go home and... So, yeah.
Not do.
Do schoolwork.
Which I completely understand. Have you, felt like it's, affected you, made you more stressed out, made you behind, or, are you comfortable kind of how it's going?
I mean, at the moment, it, hasn't caught up with me yet, so it's not, stressful, and, my grades aren't hurting at all, so at the moment, it's, fine, and I can actually sit on the couch and, enjoy a movie without being oh my gosh, I have 500 things to do, what am I doing?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know that, if it goes on for too long, that obviously is what's going to happen. So, at the moment, it's okay, but I just, know that that's coming. So, should probably just, nip it in the butt before it actually happens.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you think is, causing, your kind of, lack of desire, I guess I would say, to, do schoolwork? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me is I know that I can sit on the couch for 2 hours and watch movies. So, it's if I can... why wouldn't I? But it's just, a dangerous line to walk between, when can you and when can you not. And, if you let yourself watch 2 movies today, then, you can't watch any tomorrow. And, oh, I did it yesterday, I can do it today, and it's fine. So I think it's just, knowing that I can and that I'll still be fine. And the fact that, it's so close to summer and that's what you're going to get. I mean, obviously I don't lay on the couch every day, all day summer.
Right.
But, it's just less stressful. You have less obligations, less things to do. So it's the fact that it's so close and it's so tempting to just, want to do that every day because you know it's coming. And so I think it's probably a mixture of both, but probably more on the side of the fact that I, can and it's not, an immediate, oh my gosh, I'm failing everything. You're oh my gosh, I missed this deadline. That doesn't ever happen, so it usually just works out and it's fine, you know?
Yeah, that's good. Do you have any, ways that you kind of want to, fix it, maybe? Just so you don't reach that point of, not turning in papers or, getting so complacent with, kind of where you're at?
Yeah, I think probably the best thing to do, which I am, a scheduler, I schedule things, so probably the best thing to do is just knowing that is something I want and knowing that I will be more relaxed if I do, allow myself to have that time.
Yeah.
Is just start planning it in, because that's not something I usually do throughout the semester. If I have time, I do, and if not, I can go a whole week without, watching TV or even watching a TV show, because I just have lots of stuff to do. But I think now that I, know I have time, know that this semester's kind of winding down, just start scheduling it in of, okay, go play outside if it's nice, or, just, relax, or, just go hang out with a friend, write it in my planner, so that way I can, look at, because at the beginning of the week, okay, it's Monday morning, I go to work, open everything up, and then I sit there and I'm okay, this is what I have to do this week, this is my schedule, this is when I have free time, and, kind of plan it out.
Bless you.
But sorry. No, you're fine.
Cats.
So, I think now I'll just, start scheduling it in, so that way I'm not nervous about it, and I know that I can enjoy that time, but also, realistically, if I don't schedule it, I'm gonna do it anyway, so.
Sorry.
It's okay.
One more. So sorry.
That's okay.
And maybe even, not necessarily, scheduling it, but, I know for me it helps when I get all my stuff done, in a timely manner, kind of, and then, leave room for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll sit down and do an assignment that should take me 30 minutes. It takes me, 2 hours.
Right,
you know?
right. Yeah.
So that might be helpful as well. So, okay, so, end of the year, you have a little bit more time.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to use that time for fun also.
Right.
So, do you think that, by allowing yourself to relax and let, fun time, does it help you? Do you think that it benefits you?
Yes, I definitely think they're like you can like have too much of it,
Right.
and so then I just have no motivation to do anything. But I think realistically, yes, and it makes it easier. Like if I need to sit down, like I know I have to write a paper this week, and like if I will sit down and just watch TV and like actually relax and not have homework in front of me and be like attempting to do homework,
Yeah.
and then go and do homework for 30 minutes or like work on my paper for 30 minutes, I know that that will help. So like it is good. It's just like I need to make sure and do them separately because if I'm not, then it just like turns into one big mess.
Just everything kind of starts to get.
But if I can relax and then do work, I usually am more productive because I'm like okay. Or if I know that like as soon as it's done, like you said, I can like go, relax and do nothing. Then
especially because when you like wear yourself too thin with school,
right,
it's not as enjoyable, and obviously you're not going to do everything as great.
Right, and you have no motivation at all.
Oh,
You're just worn out.
You're just like I'm done.
Not today.
So I definitely think you're on like a really good path, and I probably could take a little steps towards that direction because I know sometimes I stress out a little bit too much. But
Right.
I definitely think just not using too much free time, but just finding a good balance, kind of like you said.
Yeah.
I think, and you'll have a great rest of the semester and kind of start gearing into summer mode. But thanks for talking to me today.
Sure.
Sorry I sneezed like a million times.
It's okay.